Uh-oh, did I do it right? Let me see. Did I accept? Okay, there we go.
Hey, April, how you doing?
Yeah, Jonathan.
We made it.
Yes. We made it. How goes it?
I'm doing well.
Doing well. Good,
Yeah.
good. Ready to start your travels to the U.S.?
I am. I actually just got back from a golf trip. Look at the golf tan. Look at this. Yeah, we just came back from the East Coast. I did 5 days in the Maritime, so it was a golf course all on the cliffs, and
Oh, wow.
it was really amazing. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
I
So
got
what's the weather like in Canada right now?
Sorry?
What's the weather like in Canada right now?
Oh my God, it could be like 20 degrees, sun, 25 degrees. It's like maybe 72 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit right now. Summers here are nice.
Oh, wow. We're about 100 degrees. It feels like it's about 100.
Yeah, we're not in the midsummer, like July, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So y'all working y'all way up to it.
Yeah, we warm ourselves up. We can't just go from cold to hot, or else that's it. We're done. We're toast.
I know. People in Texas are in flip-flops year-round.
That's unbelievable.
So we could just go ahead and get started. I'm so excited. Before you came on, I was just sharing with the audience about our Perfect Match tour that Titilayo Bancoli and myself
very cool
started back in March. And so we joined together. She teaches she created a program called the Toenail Recovery Program. And as an Onyfix educator, I do the Podoexpert Onyfix certifications. And so since the two really work together, we created a Perfect Match tour. And we started in Virginia, then we went to McKinney, and then we did Missouri. And now we are doing Tampa in July. So Jonathan and I are just another perfect match on a Perfect Match tour.
Mm-hmm. And
we have partnered up to do the Podoexpert Onyfix certification of the tour.
That's
and so I'm excited to partner with Jonathan because I have been actually following Jonathan for about 5 or 6 years now. And funny true story, and I think I told you this about my son, who when you had your A&E show, and he was sitting and watching with me, and he was like, "Mom, can we watch the Toe Bro?" And I'm like, "Yeah." We was on demand playing it back, and he saw one of your guys that was in the boots, and he said, "Mom, my toes look just like his." And I'm like, "What do you mean your toes look just?" And he took off his shoes and he was like, "See, look." And he had athlete's feet between his toes. And I was like, I felt like the worst mom ever.
But that's so funny, right? That was the whole point of, people showing off their feet online, because it allows people to see what other people are suffering with. And then they start talking about it. So good for your son to say that, right? Yeah.
So he was like, and ever since then, he's been wanting to meet the Toe Bro. So he will be in Tampa so that he can meet the Toe Bro.
Cool. Cool.
So it was just so funny. I'm just like, and then I get clients that come in every day and say, "Oh, I'm sure these are not the worst feet. Oh, this is the worst feet that you've ever seen." I know you get that a whole lot. Like, "I'm so sorry." One lady, "I'm so sorry. I meant to wash my feet. I meant to." Like, that's what I'm here for. That's what we're here for. So we're excited to be joining together to teach you guys about some products and some services that you can bring to your business that will really change not only your business, but the lives of your clients. Like, my clients are just forever grateful for the products and things. So I'm just going to start off with just a brief introduction about myself. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is April Moore. I'm an advanced nail technician, a medical nail technician. I am also oncology trained. as well as Neuberg Educator for Podoexpert and Onyfix. And I'm also a business coach for nail techs, as well as the owner of FreshSteps Medical Foot and Nail Spa here in McKinney, Texas. And
You do it all. Oh my God.
yeah, like this is my life. And I actually started doing nails back in the early 90s, like right out of high school. And then I went to college and got some degrees, and I worked in corporate and business for some years and came back.
You have to go for that.
I know. Then I came back into this industry full time about 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And about 3 years ago, when I did my medical nail tech training and I interned under podiatrist, that's when I started my FreshSteps brand.
Right.
And I kind of knew that was my sweet spot. So that's just a little bit about me.
Oh, that's amazing. And you know what? You have so much to offer. And it's good actually you having different life experiences, like working in the corporate world, seeing how other businesses run will help you a lot. Well, it does help you a lot. Then you're able to help other people because, you know, a lot of us don't have that training or experience. So we don't know how to run that business or at that side of that. So it's good.
Thank you.
And you're so sweet. You have so much energy. You're good.
I know. It's just like I'm just an Energizer bunny. So yeah. So for Jonathan, the toe bro. For those of you who do not know Jonathan, aka the toe bro, he is a chiropodist out of Toronto, Canada. He is the star of the A&E show, The Toe Bro, right? And to some of us, we may consider him a YouTube celebrity with his 100 million or so followers. So Jonathan, take it away and tell us a little bit about you and the chiropodist lifestyle.
Well, you see those 2 feet? That's my wife painted this.
Oh, wow.
Those are my flat feet, and those are my wife's feet with high arches. So you can see cool foot shape. So we put that middle out there.
That is cool.
Cool, but I got such pancake feet. Look how wide they are. You got the nice, perfect foot shape.
Right.
So, yeah, so my father was a foot specialist. He was a chiropodist for 30 years. But even before that, he was a nurse. So he came to Canada from the Philippines as a nurse, and he did nursing for 20 years. And then after 20 years, you know, he was kind of in his career path, but he felt like there needed to be a change or he needed to do something else. And so that year, the chiropody program opened up in Toronto. And so he decided to change professions. And he was in the first class ever for that new program in 1981.
Oh, wow.
So he's the first class of chiropodist or chiropodist, either one's fine, just over 30 years ago. So I grew up my whole life watching him grow his practice, run the business. So I was always dealing with feet. When I was 10 years old, I would go to the nursing homes with him. I'd help take off all the shoes and socks for all the patients. And I hated it. It was gross. And, you know, just looking at people's feet, and I'm just no gloves back then. Or I'm just like, hey, but I did it. I was forced to. And then, you know what, when I was finished university, I was like, oh, what am I going to do? And really, that's the only thing I knew. And I saw the benefits. You know, you help people, make them feel better. At the same time, you run your own business. You're in control of that. So I decided to become a foot specialist, just like my father, following his footsteps. And then after like 3-4 years of practicing, I've been practicing. This is my 10th year. It'll be my 10th year in September practicing. Yeah, after 3 years, I decided, you know what? I was watching Dr. Pimple Popper online. I loved her. And I was like, she does stuff and people love her. I was like, I do gross things too. There's some gross stuff we're dealing with, but not a lot of people know what I do. So I said, let me start filming it and posting on YouTube, which I did. And after a year and a half, I ended up, you know, getting contacted by a production company, and They pitched me a show. We said yes. It got picked up by A&E. We did that. And I kept still growing my YouTube channel. And like now I have over 1 million subscribers, over 500 million views. You know, before I started the office was just myself working, and now I have, you know, staff. We have other associates, other foot specialists working together. So we have a really big team because a lot of people are coming in with foot problems, as you know. I think people are becoming more aware of it.
Yes.
And so the main reason I started the YouTube channel was to show people what foot specialists do, and also just to raise more awareness for foot health. And really helped all of us who deal with feet, because I think people are, like we just said, are being more aware about their own feet. And so 2 years ago, I actually ended up opening a nail salon because, yes, called Nails by Tobro, right beside my foot clinic. Because, you know, I feel, you know, nail technicians have a huge role in foot health. And what I like about you, April, is it has to be done properly. You know, you have to have the right education, the training, knowledge, equipment, products, to properly care for your clients. So that's why I wanted to create more of a medical nail salon, very similar to what you have, that's connected right next to the foot clinic. So that's the big thing that I've been working on, is building the foot clinic practice and now building the nail salon.
See, and I think that's awesome that you mentioned that, because people don't understand that this is more of a partnership. We're not now trying to be chiropodist or podiatrist, but we actually complement your business. And I've
completely agree.
Been able to connect with several podiatrists here in Texas that get it, and now they send me their clients like crazy. I think sometimes they send me clients that they shouldn't send me, because they're like, just go to her, just go to her. But they understand now that it's a compliment to their business for some things that they don't want to do. Because I know out here podiatrists like to do the big things. They like to do the surgeries and the, you know, cutting and all, and we don't do that. You know, we have our own lane to stay in. But when they have clients that have issues with their toenails, the thick toenails, discolor, brittle, and they don't want to do the cutting and the debridement, then they send them to me, because they know that I have the tools, I have the equipment, the medical grade tools and equipment. I'm skilled at what I do. I know what I'm doing, and I won't hurt their clients, and I will send them back to them.
Or, and I feel
their follow-up.
I completely agree. It's we have to start working together, because both of us will benefit from being together and helping each other.
Yes.
There's no competition, no, because there's things you can do that I cannot do. For sure, right? It works both ways. So we need.
So yeah, it's a great partnership. We complement each other, and we both have the passion to just help our clients, and they appreciate that. And they know, you know, I'll tell them out, like I've literally had to send clients from my chair to the hospital, or send them right back to their doctor, their foot care specialist, to say, you know, because this is not my lane. Like we're beyond what I can do here. And that's why I need you.
And I need you.
Right. So on a Perfect Match tour, you all get to learn a lot more about how you can build relationships with medical professionals to be able to get more clients. So that is one thing that we can definitely touch on in the class that they're probably not touching on in any other classes. It's just building that relationship and understanding what your lane is, and understanding what the medical provider does. So I think that is amazing. So in the US here, and I know in some other parts of Canada, they do have podiatrists, but a lot of people don't really understand what a chiropodist is or where they fit in. So do you want to kind of touch on that a little bit, as far as what is a chiropodist and how do they fit into the podiatry world for the
people? Usually chiropodists are better looking, funnier, you know, hair. So not chiropodist. But this is the big thing. The world before was chiropody. And you can say chiropody or chiropody. Either is fine. The world was practicing chiropody. And what happened here in the world, they started to develop more of a podiatry stream. So in Ontario, where I'm from, when it was time to decide if we were going to follow a chiropody or podiatry model, Ontario, my province, decided to follow a chiropody model. So no more podiatrists are allowed to be in our province. So yes, the big difference between the two is that podiatrists can do bone surgery and they have much more schooling. They have a 3-year internship after their podiatry degree to do all the ankle reconstruction, the bunions, and chiropodists can do just soft tissue surgery. So the ingrown toenails, the warts, system bumps, but nothing bone. So that's the big thing. Now, what's funny, after my province, my partner kind of decided to do the chiropody model, the rest of the world changed to the podiatry, and we are like the last in the world. Yes. So we're the unique few.
So your province in Canada is the only province that practices chiropody?
Yes. Now, what's interesting, now, if I go to other provinces, I can be registered as a podiatrist, but I cannot do bone surgery.
Right. Okay.
But my education would not be recognized in the United States, so I would not be able to register as a podiatry.
Okay, so if you were in the U.S., what would your level of education be equivalent to for someone out here?
Again, I have 7 years of education, so I have my science degree plus 3 years after for my chiropody program. But I wouldn't be able to apply for a license, so they wouldn't see me as not having enough education to be registered as a foot specialist. So I just opened my underground clinic and not tell anyone. No, no, I wouldn't be able to practice. I wouldn't be able to do what I do. And it's was that. So I would have to probably upgrade, which means reapply to school, see how much of my prior education would be covered, to do a couple years versus a full another 7 years. I don't know.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll answer that sort of buggy. I have that question from Kim. I saw that. So what's funny, after they decided to switch just to chiropody or chiropody in my province, there were some podiatrists still here and they were allowed to keep their title. So right now there's 600 foot specialists in Ontario and there's maybe 60 podiatrists left. And some of them do bone surgery, but since the year 1991, no new podiatrists have come into the province. So let's say someone comes into the province. Let's say Dr. Ebony, I was lucky enough to meet her not too long ago from the TLC show, My Feet Are Killing Me. If she wanted to register in my province, she could, but she would be registered as a chiropodist, not a podiatrist, and she wouldn't be able to do bone surgery. So they have a cap. So what they're hoping to do in the future is get rid of the title. They'll call all chiropodists podiatrists, and then they'll grade us based on if we're able to do bone surgery or not. So then new podiatrists, let's say Dr. Ebony, would be able to come in and practice. But we don't know what's going to happen yet.
So do you think you would want to do bone surgery, or do you think you would just prefer to practice right
No.
now?
Yeah. To me, I'm happy doing what I do, and, more liability, stress, more equipment. It's a lot. So I think I'm really happy just ripping out toenails. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I know. As when I was a teenager, I had my first career when I graduated high school. I wanted to be a nurse, and I had the opportunity of shadowing an anesthesiologist during surgery. So when I finished, I was like, I'm gonna be a surgical nurse. I'm all in. Like, I can handle this. I loved it. Like, that was my thing. And then I went and got my CNA, certified nurse's assistant. I had to go to a nursing home, and I was like, I can't do this. So when I came back and did my my medical nail tech certification, I had to intern under a podiatrist, and I got to see him like clean out ulcers and in patients with neuropathy. And I'm looking at the patient like, you don't feel that?
Yeah, it's great.
And they're just going. I was like, oh yes, this is just like being in surgery. So I'm like, oh, I can handle this. I can handle being a medical nail tech. Like, yeah. But I mean, I can't do that. And I actually had somebody come into my salon with a bleeding ulcer, and I'm like, ma'am, you need to go to the urgent care right now. Like, do not pass go, do not collect $200 from Monopoly, like straight to urgent.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can see just wanting to. And you're good at it, so it's like, why add more to it? Like, it's amazing. So let's talk about the product. When we talk about Podoexpert and Onyfix, how did you first get introduced to them?
Well, I say we're pretty good friends, and I've known him for a long time. Manny Moniz, he's in the medical industry and in the profession. He was working a lot with different foot specialists with a big medical company at the time. He approached me with with a company I never heard about, and invited me with the opportunity to get certified and learn about Onyfix and Podoexpert. And I was very lucky to be able to go to Germany and see where the product was made, meet Thomas, the owner, meet the team, and learn a lot about what that company stands for, and really learn about a really innovative product to help not just foot specialists, but nail technicians, Footcare Nurses. And so that's what got me started with that. And that was, I'd say, 2018, 2019.
Okay. So you've been using Podoexpert Onyfix since the beginning, pretty much.
Yeah.
So that's good to know, because I was one of the first educators in the U.S. for
Nice.
Podoexpert and Onyfix, and I was actually referred to the company by another educator at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and the structure was a little different when we first started, but it changed, and I really like the product. My clients really enjoyed the product. And the fact that, and I tell people it's a level 1 medical grade product into the US, FDA cleared. And basically that means it's just really been tested and proven to do what it says it's going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And thus far, I've been exclusive to Podoexpert in my salon.
Nice.
Since 2020, in February 2020, when I became an educator.
Very
so
good.
What I use exclusively. And it's funny because I just started doing client testimonies. So on my page, I have a couple of client testimonies, and because my clients love it, but they are so special. So just kind of overlook all the humor in there and just get the message from our videos, because I am not the Instagram or YouTuber create all, like, I'm trying to learn. So
You're doing
just,
like here we are.
We just go at it with my clients. We just go, like, angles are all off, and so we just go live. I'm like, we live, like, that's it. But so yeah, I've been exclusive to it, and they really enjoy the foam technology. They enjoy just being able to have something that actually works, because as we know, I'm not sure about in Canada, but in the US, it's just very hard to find good quality products for foot care. And a lot of people go to the what we call drugstores, convenience stores, Walmart's, Targets, trying to find things, and they could just never find anything that works. So to know that this product has actually been working, it's just amazing. But again, it's backed by scientific evidence, medical professionals that's been in the industry. So that is why it's so important to learn. Hey, Spice Jamaica, that's my my world chef.
Nice.
So it's just good to know that we have a product that actually yields results for our clients, and it really sets us apart from other nail salons and other places, because we do have something that works, and we do have the backing behind it, the scientific evidence. But not only that, Neuberg is always educating us and keeping us up to date with the technology and the things.
It's a great company, great products, and yeah, you're doing the right thing by using it exclusively, and it's not about money or anything. It's because the product works. It's just you're doing what's best for the people who are coming to see you.
Yes, and the client testimonies have really proven that, and that's kind of why I was like, oh, let's do this. And actually, one of my very first client, Miss Bonnie, when she came to me, she's flip-flop all year round. We're in Texas, and it does get a little chilly sometimes in Texas, but Miss Bonnie never comes out of her flip-flops. So needless to say, when she came to me, she had some serious cracked heels, and she's been my client now for about 5 years. She was like my very first client, about 5-6 years. And we didn't have Podoexpert. So I was using what I thought was a very good product line. And we used we transitioned to several different products, just trying to figure out how to get these heels together, because Miss Bonnie is not coming out of her flip-flops. So when we got when I got the Podoexpert training, and I told her, I was like, because she'll go whatever I suggest. And I was like, I think this might work. And she started using it, and she loves it. And now she uses it religiously. And it's hard to get clients to actually use their product, because they're not taking care of their feet. So to get clients that tells me that they use it, I tell them, and I was like, we suggest you use it twice a day, but if you give me once a day, I'll take it. And so they try, and they get to the point where it's like, okay, I like the way my feet feel, and I'm seeing results. And so they continue to use it, and that's what it's all about. So I don't know how your clients feel about it, but we are getting some good results over here in the U.S.
At the nail salon, we also exclusively use all the foot care products.
Oh, okay.
The foot soak, nail tincture, the foot foam. So yeah, we are using all of that. And that's in a foot clinic, after every service, we also apply, the foot foam onto our clients' or patients' feet. And they're in the habit now of every 2-3 months, they are always picking up a can. Like we always have to stock a lot, refill inventory, because they just keep wanting to have their foot foam ready to go. They don't want to be without it, because it's so easy. They know that it works, and the only got to do is just let them try it.
Yeah, my clients are the same way. I had a couple of clients that was kind of coming, like, I'm like, this should last you at least 30 days.
For sure, yes.
And they were coming back like about 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm like, are you eating this stuff? Like,
they just like it. It's just
they do. But they were kind of making me nervous, because I'm like, what are y'all doing? And I'm like, just a little squirt. It's foam. It's going to expand. And I think they might have just been overusing it, but they like rave about it. And I'm just like, are you all eating it? Like, you got to slow down. Like, it's supposed to last. And it, so I'm just grateful to have a product that works, that that clients really are making an effort to use, because we know home maintenance is where it's at for the clients. And to know that they now have a product that they could use that is going to give them results is just really taking my business to another level. So like you having to get the nail salon, I've had to hire my daughter.
Keep it in the family. That's the way to go.
Yep, she is graduating from college with a degree in kinesiology, so she wants to focus on foot care for athletes. So
congrats to her. That's a great idea there and path.
Yeah, so there we go. Is there anything you want to share as a sneak peek to our class, like the top 3 takeaways that they can expect to have out of the class? Or
okay, number 1, using the Onyfix system is super important. If you come to the class, they're going to learn how the product works, how to apply it, and how to solve your client's ingrown toenails and pincer nails. So it's, again, a correction system to help reduce the curvature of those ingrowns. And then again, for those super pincer nails, open everything up. So it's very, very important that people are getting certified What's nice about the way I do it, with what we'll be doing in Tampa, will be very unique, is I do a lot of case studies in my presentation, going through different nail types, different scenarios. So that way you get real live live cases, real cases. All the pictures are from my clinic. So I think you get a little bit more in depth with me. You get that chiropody foot specialist side of that. So that's number one, learning how to use the system and to have that solution for your clients. Number two, I think learning how to build a treatment plan or solution plan. So it's one thing to know how to use it, but how do you present it? How do you kind of guide your client through expectations, bringing up pricing, what happens afterwards, after application? And we're going to be creating a nice, we'll call it solutions plan. So how it's introduced, how it's applied, and then what happens after. Creating this kind of, again, I call it treatment plan, really keeps it organized. It creates better expectations of your clients, and then you're going to get better results that way. Yeah, you're like shocked. You're like, oh my God, that sounds good.
Look, I'm ready.
And then of course, number three, I think it's just having the confidence in using Podoexpert, using Onyfix, and being able to present it properly, or introducing it into your business, salon, whatever you're doing. Because I think in healthcare, and what we're doing is healthcare, is sometimes we do get focused too much on money and making money and pushing product. But when you have great products that work, you're really not having to sell anything. You're offering solutions. And I think very important that we discuss how to present it properly and have a better understanding on offering solutions. And that's what's going to increase your business in the end. So number three is like how to increase your business by honestly just offering great products, and learning more about Podoexpert and Onyfix will do that for you. So it's going to be those three things.
See, now that's amazing, because they don't understand the level of knowledge that they're about to take away from this class. With you being one of the original users out of Canada, me being one of the original educators out of the US, from the Podoexpert standpoint, they're going to get that product knowledge. They're going to understand the technologies that make this product what it is and why it yields the results that it does. I too focus on a lot of the marketing and pricing strategy for the product, because I am not a salesperson. I am a service provider. I love what I do, but when, it's like I'm a Disney fan. I love Disney. I am all things Disney. I am not a salesperson, but if you want me to tell you about Disney, I can tell you about Disney. Just like with Podoexpert, I am not a salesperson, but I use and I love Podoexpert, and I can tell you about Podoexpert. So when my clients are sitting there face to face with me, I am walking them through the process. And the thing about what people don't realize is that it's just like going to the hairdresser. When the hairdresser does your hair and it looks perfect, you want the same thing that technician is using on your hair, that beautician is using on your hair. That's
every time I go there. Yep. I love them.
And so it's like, that's why it's such a great product, because it's not even a sale. It's like, this is what I use. Okay, I want that. Like, and no.
I think options is really important, right? Is just offering your clients different options for their problems, and they can make their informed decision. And if they want to go away, if they believe, if you offer it or explain it well enough, most people will go for it, and then you let the product work for itself.
Right, exactly. And that's basically what it does. It really just, it speaks for itself, actually. From the time you put it on them, they feel the difference in the product. And so I will be sharing a lot of that knowledge from the Podoexpert.
Awesome.
Of the of the class. So I will be doing the Podo Expert certification, and Jonathan will be doing the Onyfix certification. But together with both of us, you all are just gonna have a boatload of knowledge and experience, and we're just gonna have a good time.
For sure. It's gonna be a lot.
So like I tell everybody every time I go live, the most exciting part about this tour is that on Monday I'm going to Busch Gardens.
You're saying that, yeah, that's awesome.
Monday I'm going to Busch Gardens. Like, I love Podoexpert, I love Onyfix, and we could talk about this all day long, but I have never been to Busch Gardens. So I'm going to Busch Gardens.
Nice.
So before we end, I got a couple of announcements I would have made, but is there anything else you want to share with our audience tonight about our class that we have coming up in Tampa, July 24th?
Yes. No, you know what? I don't do too many of these in-person certifications. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it's going to be special. It means a lot to me to come down and interact one-on-one, especially after all this COVID stuff. So I'm really excited to give you guys everything I have and really get you ready to use the product, feel comfortable with it, and be ready to help your clients.
Great. So before we in this live, let me I wrote down some notes so I wouldn't forget. But the class is going to be Sunday, July 24th, starting about 9 o'clock, from 9 to 1 for both our certifications in Tampa. What's included in the class is your Podoexpert retail kit. You will get a Onyfix kit that will give you about 70 to 80 applications. So we will definitely talk about how you can make your money back from the class right away. You will get a professional size Angelfeet file, which you use the Angelfeet file at your salon, right? So yes. We both use the Angelfeet file. So you already know that's like a high-end product that you will be.
Good one. Yep.
You will also get a prep bit from Erica. So she has a bit that she uses to prep for the Onyfix that she's sponsoring the class with. Myself from FreshSteps Business Coaching will be giving away an hour of complimentary business coaching. We have a special educator's gift that I like to bring. You will get marketing and pricing strategies, hands-on application, extensive product knowledge, 2 experienced Podoexpert and Onyfix educators, and you will get Podoexpert and Onyfix certified.
Sounds amazing.
The cost of the class will be $949. We have the seating will be limited for this class, but we do have opportunities afterwards to join us, Jonathan and I, for an after-hours chat. So you'll have an opportunity, a select few will have an opportunity to do that, as well as, because y'all always know I'm always talking about Busch Gardens. So we are giving away 2 tickets to Busch Gardens. So I'm telling you, this is like the place to be. This is like the ultimate education for nail techs for this year. But I want to throw, because I'm sure we have a bunch of different industries on here, from nail techs to Footcare Nurses to Chiropodists to Podiatrists. Guess what? This class is open to all of you all. So this will be a great opportunity to learn another skill set, to bring in more money for your business, but also to network within the industry and learn how to work together to show how we complement each other in this industry. So this class is open to nail techs, foot care nurses, chiropodists, and podiatrists, because we have myself and Jonathan. And so seating is limited. Registration for this class closes on July the 15th, because we need time to get you all the kits. The class is going to be held at a hotel near the Tampa airport. You will get the hotel information after you register, but we have a group rate of $119 a night for the class. There is Afterpay available at checkout if you have an Afterpay account, and we also have financing available if you qualify. And one last thing for our Onyfix educators. So if you are an Onyfix educator, this is like continuing education, because the one thing about Neuberg is that the education doesn't stop. You don't just get certified and you have your certification and you use the products. They continuously educate us. We have webinars all the time. We have different professionals on. So for those educators who want to join us and get this continuing education from myself and Jonathan, we have a special price for Onyfix educators, but we only have a limited amount of seats. We only have a few spots for Onyfix educators to come in. So if you're interested, you have to DM me, because we are very limited on that. But wanted to throw out all of that information before we ended our call tonight. I want to say thank you, Jonathan, for joining me tonight. Thank you for partnering with me on this Perfect Match tour so that we can educate more people on Podoexpert and Onyfix.
No, thanks so much, April, for even inviting me. So it means a lot, and I'm excited to see you in Tampa.
All righty. So, let's see if we have any questions. That might be good, right? If we answer any questions.
Yeah.
So, so I have one that says, I have a toenail that was resected, but I had the root treated to kill it when the surgeon wouldn't fix it. I pulled the silver from pliers. If I book in, could you fix this?
So if you have a regrowth or a nail spike that's still growing, unfortunately, you have to get another surgery done to have that permanently removed. And I'm not able to do that legally in Tampa. Unfortunately, you have to find someone else, or you come see me in Toronto.
So, okay. So I think she said if she books a flight to Toronto, can you fix it? So if it comes to Toronto, you can fix it. So is there anybody else with any questions? The chat has been going. So if you have a question, now will be the time to put it in where we can actually see it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this live tonight. I hope to see you guys in Tampa. If you want to register, you can click the link in my bio on FreshSteps Medi Spa, a Perfect Match tour, and you can select our Onyfix certification class. You'll see my face and Jonathan's character on there to register for the class. If you have any questions about registering, you can always DM me right here on FreshSteps Medi Spa. But I don't see any. And again, this class is open to Footcare Nurses, to chiropodists, to nail techs, to podiatrists. We all are eligible to work with these products.
Awesome.
Amazing. So I don't see any more questions.
Awesome. Okay.
Guys, wait a minute. Do you think you both will offer this opportunity again if people can't make it? If we can offer this opportunity again, it will not be this year.
There you go.
Try to do it next year, depending on if I like Jonathan and if he likes me enough that we want to do it again. We come back together.
We'll see after our first date, but I think so.
Yeah, so it probably won't be this year, but next year we will definitely put it on the books. But we hope you can join us this year and then come back next year for continuing education. So I don't see, and that was a good question, Kimberly. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, everybody who's on here. Perfect. I'm attending a studies program during the Tampa. Oh, okay. So you already committed to another class. Oh, okay. Yeah, but we'll definitely bring it again next year. But because we have limited seating anyway for this year. So I'm just going to encourage you guys to register as soon as you can. And I think that will be it. And we can end this live. Jonathan, thank you so much. I love the feet in the background. If your wife comes, tell her, can she paint my feet?
Yeah, a nice, perfect foot shape too. I know. I hear baby toe, bro. So I'm gonna have to go, April. But thank you, everyone who joined, and thank you, April,
Thanks,
for
guys.
super excited.
All right. Have a good night. Bye bye.